I'm spoiling it. Oh, jeez, I'm real sorry, mister. You can twist my nipples if you like. Why do I go to nipple
That's
tweaking?
how my poppy used to punish me.
Wait, like oh, Poppy. Wait, is that dad or grandfather?
Whatever you want it to be, mister. He's in jail now.
This is
child abuse.
All the constant
Welcome
all
to
the-
a couple of jerks.
all the constant nipple tweaking.
We're doing Final Fantasy VII.
Because we've never played it before.
Can't say that with a straight face, can you?
Nope. It would be a bit obvious when, like, I just stroll right through everything. It's intro by Nobu Uematsu. Sorry, I'm going to just be gushing over the music as much as possible. I love this soundtrack.
Well, let's turn this fucker up.
Right? That's why I kept turning it up, but I was trying to do it modestly.
Modestly.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's going to be kind of difficult to do the 3 thing, but here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There you go. Is there
All right.
Is there a
Try and
continue?
continue. Boo.
No. How does it work with this?
What do you mean?
Well, like, I pointed out that I picked, like, card 3. Does it just make, like, a new instance for every game that I play? Because it still had the stuff for 9, and I haven't changed that.
Just roll with it.
Yeah, whatever.
Just roll with it. We'll see where it takes us.
Here's the music that I was talking about. Well, that's noise.
That's beautiful.
Space noise.
Mozart could not even dream to compare.
Space. The final frontier.
Or is it?
These are the voyages of the StarCraft Enterprise.
Space. It's really big.
It's what's for dinner. I stand by that argument. I think, like, someone like Superman could just eat a part of the sun if he's truly that indestructible. He could just eat a part of the sun.
But why would he want to?
Because he needs. Because if he's using that much energy, like if his energy
I
expenditure is that
could
high,
also eat dirt if I so
You
choose
could.
to, but
you know,
I wouldn't want to.
I mean, could Superman die from eating dirt?
I don't know. Would he eat like 300 pounds of it before he dies or something? I don't. What if there's an entire comic dedicated to simply just every panel is just him shoveling another handful of dirt into his face.
Superman versus the Earth.
Lois Lane will die if you don't eat 300 pounds in 300 minutes.
It's as many as 1030s.
That's bad. Sorry, I guess we're getting sort of off topic.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So I heard like this universe is supposed to be just, sort of steampunk industrialist sort of deal.
Yeah, this is.
The corporation's the bad guy.
Yeah, because I mean, all the Final Fantasies kind of have like the world is in chaos, and it's usually
Look at the guys bobbing back and forth with the cameras down. You're
gonna notice a lot of different stuff, things like that. Oh, do I have to turn
that's
on?
because these are all like pre-rendered backgrounds, right? Pre-rendered backgrounds with poorly aliased 3D characters.
Oh yeah, you're gonna notice a lot of the aliasing problems, and models being off.
No shit, you weren't kidding about that Popeye thing.
I told you. Here, I'm gonna change some stuff while you can.
What a hottie.
Oops, that's right. I forgot the buttons. I got used to the control scheme from this game because 7 was one of the first ones that I played, and so because of that, like almost every other like PlayStation game that you had out there, like X was to confirm, and in this game it's circle to confirm.
Yeah, I mean it makes more sense, but
yeah. And so I just got used to that, and so like every other PlayStation game I've played, like I'll go and I'll swap it so that X is to cancel and O is to confirm.
The standard is just sort of like switched around like constantly.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, it used to be, circle for the Japanese titles to confirm and X to back out. Then it switched to like X to confirm and triangle to back out, and now it's like X to confirm and circle to back out. What's next? Square to confirm and and R2 to back out. And it's just crazy.
I thought this was actually kind of a clever thing that they did. They didn't give him his name yet, so he's just ex-soldier.
Why is that clever?
Because you don't know his name yet.
Yeah, right.
You don't?
It's Murphy, right?
Yeah, Murphy. You want me to name him Murphy? I'll name him Murphy. I forgot I can get a potion off these guys. And look, the first fight. Actually, I don't think it'll do the battle music here because it's playing like the overlay music for the first thing.
Damn, his legs are long.
Oh yeah, like his model in the fights are very different from like the overworld.
I could see.
It was one of the things that always threw me off. I always wondered like why they couldn't render that like in the overworld.
It is sort of curiosity in it. Because I mean, the overworld's just all pre-rendered backgrounds mostly.
Is that what you think?
Oh, look at the thing on the right. You can see the static.
Oh
lighting.
yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Is it? Yeah, I can see what you mean. Where the coloring and whatnot is different from. Okay, sure.
Yeah, I think almost everything is pre-rendered background. Sort of like those old school point-and-click adventures. I mean, pre-rendered backgrounds, I sort of dig. I mean, especially for something static like this.
Oh yeah, I think it works fine.
Yeah, you can get really away. Good. Yeah, exactly. It looks a lot better for its time because.
So you want to name him Murphy?
No, Omniphalus.
Is it because? Well, I don't. Well, we'll see how well I can do that. Is it because you know that his final move is Omni Slash?
No.
Oh, you don't know that?
No.
So that was just.
I can't fit it on.
It'd be Omnifals.
Omniphalus.
You okay with that? Or
yeah, that's good enough. Cut and print.
So you. Omnifalus. So you really had no idea that his final move is Omni Slash. No one's gonna believe that, by the way. You know that, don't you? No one's gonna believe that you didn't know that his final move was Omni Slash.
No, he has played this game before. I have never played this game. I have not touched it yet.
I've maxed everything out. I've gotten like all the huge materia. I've like copied all the materia.
In fact, I haven't played a single Final Fantasy game yet.
I've beat all the different weapons. And what do you want Black Guy McShooter Face to be?
Let's try and refrain from racism.
Well,
it'll be hard.
Well, he is a black guy, and he has a gun for an arm. So, blackface McShooter guy wasn't meant to be insulting. It's just who he is. Blackface McShooty arm would probably be the most accurate.
Stupid.
No, I'm just saying like that's who he is. There's not enough characters for blackface McShooty arm.
Let's see.
El Boom. El Bell movement. Wait.
Just call him Finger Bang.
Finger Bang. Gotcha. I'm gonna like shorten it, take out all the vowels. Finger burn. Well,
you can fit bang.
Yeah. Well,
why don't you do F-I-N-G-R?
Yeah, sure. We'll go with that. So it's not like Funger Bang.
Yeah.
Like how
the power of editing, we're gonna be a lot more clever than they think we are.
Finger Bang. Oops. Sorry, I hit.
I know what you did.
To the power of editing.
Body forces combined.
Select. Earlier marked X. The camera's a little bit more solid that time, but yeah, he's kind of like. Well, no, that was just movement, I think.
I think maybe that's. I don't know. That's interesting. Like what they did right there, how they zoomed in.
Yeah.
Like, did they make individual models for all that shit, or was that like pre-rendered frame by frame?
I don't know.
Huh.
I mean, this is widely considered to be one of the best ones they ever did.
Right.
So maybe they like pulled out all like.
And why? Why is that?
Well,
why is it that everyone loves this one so much?
I'd say like they definitely kind of like strayed from where they were going with it, because like up to 6 it was a lot of like this ancient kind of civilizations. It was a little more fantasy setting, whereas this was more sci-fi, and I think sci-fi was kind of becoming a bit more popular at the time. And you have like a character who's interesting, who's conflicted, who's like a former veteran, and he's not really the chosen one. Like that's something.
Chosen one.
Well, in almost all the other Final Fantasies, like your guy is kind of like the chosen guy, or like your group of people is kind of like the chosen people to go.
Ordained by the gods themselves.
Right. And you're the only reason like you are is you're just kind of like in the right place at the right time. Like you pick up the girl who can end up kind of trying to save the world, does through sacrifice. I don't know, it's kind of hard to say. The music is really good, and like this was one of the this was one of like the big reasons to get a PlayStation. So almost everybody who had a PlayStation had this game. I'm serious. Oh, well, for some of you.
Crash Bandicoot. That was the game that I played the most.
So for you it was Crash Bandicoot. I think for most other well, how old were you when the PlayStation came out?
6, I think.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh, no, I mean, I was technically 3.
No, well, there you go. Yeah, so I'm thinking more like older crowd.
Right.
Do I have a cure? Do I have to use those potions?
I didn't get a PlayStation actually until I was, I don't know, 4 or 5, so...
I can't remember how old I was, because I think I was in middle school.
It was almost all just Crash Bandicoot and Spyro.
I think this was one of the first games I played on the PlayStation. I do remember that. Well, it came with there was a demo that came out that was like you could play this section, but with a lot of the stuff that you don't get until further on in the game. So like you could be here summoning like mid-game level like summons, so you could like pull out this thing like Titan and use it here. Are you interested in the story at all? Because I'm just kind of like clicking through it.
Yeah.
Well, now Finger Bang's in my party. I mean...
So you part black now?
Yep. On the inside. Mm-hmm. I'm dark on the inside, white on the outside.
Oreo.
Uh-oh, Oreo.
No, don't you remember those?
The uh-oh Oreos when they reversed them?
Yeah.
No, I don't remember those. But thanks for reminding me. I always thought the chests looked weird in this game.
Yeah. Fuck if I know.
No, like most other chests, like a lot more wooden, and these ones just kind of like...
Try to make them look more industrial to fit with the art style.
Yeah, I can see that. Do you like the music?
Yeah, just for some like background music, really.
Well, I mean, it is. the music is a bit more overt in different spots, but I was always impressed with it early on.
Look at them butt cheeks.
Look at his pants clipping into his pants.
Yeah. His ass is so large. He's just clipping into his legs with it.
With his cargo shorts.
Omnifilous.
Omnifilous is how you're going to pronounce it?
Yeah.
Omnifilous.
It sounds a lot cooler, but spelled omniphallus.
Excuse me, Mr. Omniphallus? It's omnifilous. Whatever.
It's omnifilous, dipshit.
I do like it more than I like Cloud Strife. It's like this weird combination of like bad hippie name.
What, Cloud Strife?
Yeah, Cloud Strife. Like hippies with a sense of.
So are those parrots?
They are monodrives.
Look like parrots. I
always thought so too. And then the other things are First Ray. Not the best naming conventions, but I don't think...
This looks like a gun with like one leg attached.
Well, I think it's meant to be like security things that are here in the base that are preventing you from doing it. I guess is the idea.
I know. It just still looks like...
Oh, no, I agree with you. It looks
like
weird.
A gun with one leg.
A gun with one leg.
Too cheap to afford two, I guess.
Right. It's a gun. It's not like it has to worry about, kickback or anything. Guns don't use recoil. I always liked how the interior looked as well. Like the music seemed really industrial.
Right.
I hadn't quite considered what you meant, where it's all kind of background.
Pre-rendered.
Yeah, thank you. That's the word. I can never remember the terms. It unrendered. There we go. And
Yeah,
you can
they
do
did a
this,
good job blending it because I can't tell what's pre-rendered and what's not.
right?
I mean, obviously, other than the character models.
Well, yeah, that would be a bit obvious, wouldn't it? And there's a little save icon down there as well.
Yeah.
I like how they did the battle warping. Oh, it's finger bang.
God, you're doing this so fast. I have no idea what the fuck you're doing.
Well, you're about to see something a bit neat once I finish this.
You got your limit.
Yep. Not quite as good as it is
Look
in
at
other
the
games.
Cloudcast Bolt. Yeah. Yeah, like
You mean Omnifilus?
you're ruining it for me.
I'm sorry.
I was at first thinking of like calling him like some type of cloud, you know, like
Cumulus?
cumulus or like.
Cumulus hard time.
Wouldn't it be more like cumulus fight or something?
Well, like a period of strife is kind of like what I was thinking. Cumulus challenge. My name's Stratus Difficult Life. Cirrus Difficulty. Oh, Jesus.
You're right about this monster being like rocket fuel for me. Like my head's getting sort of dizzy.
You sound like you're taking off. I just did a little trick there. If you're caught in a battle from behind, normally you just kind of stand there, and they'll do extra damage to you. But if you tap the R1 or the L1, it normally makes you run away. So like it resets where your animation is. See how I'm like geeking out? I'm sure you would have tons of fun with that.
I'm sure.
I'm just doing basic attacks for most of this. I used Bolt on that one guy just because he's a machine. Machines take extra damage from Bolt. Or from lightning, rather. Whatever. You know what I mean.
Yes.
Oh, there is the battle music. I forgot that it was there. Or the... Yeah, everyone knows that.
Sounds sort of like Star Fox 64 right there, actually.
See, if I was playing this differently, I would farm a bit, but you're not going to let me. So it's also not good for the viewers. And it's not a whole lot. It's just that going into this next fight, it's much better if one of us has a limit. Well, maybe he will. But we'll see. And it kind of.
What are limits exactly? Like just powerful moves.
Yes,
basically.
you get like one. Usually, I think it's for every character. You get like one attack is like overpowered or like it uses a special attack. So for there, you saw him like jump up into the air and like slam his sword down. That was braver. And then the more you use them, like the more you use your different abilities, like you unlock new ones. So like to move on to the next one, you have to use like you get to use it like 10 or something like that times, and then you can unlock the next one, and so on and so forth. Oh, that's right. It gives me restore, but I can't use it yet.
So what about turn-based RPGs are appealing to you?
They're really not anymore, and that's why now that they're doing like the remake for 7, why I'm interested to see like how it'll work out doing everything like full time or lifetime. It just because I kind of grew up with it, I got used to it. Like
As a kid, what appealed to you then?
It wasn't so much that it appealed to me. It's just that's how things were. Right? Like, you don't think, like, oh, well, I mean, it'd be great if I had a machine that would move me around at 75 miles per hour. Instead, I have to use a stupid horse. Like, no, it's just like everybody had horses. Like, if I played this game, like, that was just what came with it. I didn't quite think.
Well, I mean, if that's the case, I mean, there's still turn-based RPGs that are being produced today.
Now I just think it's outdated.
Really? It's not a genre thing?
No.
I think it's just simply a genre.
I think like with JRPGs, what works best is something like what's that? What's the one that's just I'm really feeling it.
I'm really feeling it.
Right?
Yeah, Xenoblade.
Yeah, like that one where it's real time, it's going on in the fight. To me, that makes the most sense. Oh wait, did I fuck it up? Okay, yeah. See, he hit his. Okay, good. I timed it right. No, they did this thing where they kind of fucked.
the boss battle again?
Yeah, they did this thing where they kind of fucked up the translation. Oh, that was why he did it. they're supposed to give you a warning that when his tail is up, you don't attack. But the way it's shown is like
Attack!
yeah, like attack when the tail is up, because it's supposed to say like attack when the tail is up makes him attack back. But I don't think they added it in the second part. So
that's not good.
maybe we'll see it. Okay, good. Yeah, because he'll if he does that, he'll do that after every time he's attacked, which you don't want.
You just see his animations like popping constantly.
Right.
Oh god, it looks like his tail has
Okay.
Parkinson's.
Yeah, there it goes. See? Oh, well, I guess they fixed that one. Because nobody just says attack while its tail is up. Alright, so go ahead.
Yeah, it's still sort of poorly translated. It's like
Right.
saying like attack while its tail is up, or else it's going to counterattack
Right.
with its laser. It says don't
Right.
don't attack while its tail is up.
There we go. I can't remember. I was just being careful because I can't remember if it's physical attacks or if it's magic.
You have impeccable memory about this game. The last time you played it was like 15 years ago.
I've played it since then. I haven't beat it since then. I haven't beat it since I was in high school.
Huh.
Like, there's some things that I couldn't remember off the top of my head. Like, there's something in, I think, like, Disc 2 where you have to remember a code to get past a certain story part that I can't remember what it is, unless it's, like, circle, square, XX, and I'll double-check once I'm done here to see if I remember correctly. I'll think it's funny if I did. That was a long-ass fight. I forgot how long it was. There we go.
Yeah, speak of the devil.
Right. Well, using its weakness against it, so that helps. Yay!
Take everything.
Well, yeah. I think it's sometimes it happens. You'll get more than one item from a thing, but more often than not, it's just that.
Do bosses have like unique drops?
Yes.
Or
And
are they like chance drops? Like you only fight it once, and like it only drops it like 20% of the time.
I'm not sure. I don't think it's that bad. I know there are some games that are like that. I don't think this one does. I think that like if they do drop rare stuff, that you always get it. I don't think it's a rare thing. But there are some. I think there are some items like when you unlock like steel that you can only get like once or twice. If you don't steal from like a boss or from an enemy, that like you only counter it once or twice. I think. I could be wrong about that. I'll double check. I know 9 is like that. 9 is a lot meaner in its hidden items, and they made it even worse by if you got the game guide. The game guide was full of like, if you really want to know, like check it out online. Like, fuck you. And this is before like the internet was really a thing.
Right. It might have been the developers were still developing it at that point when they got
Probably.
it submitted to the strategy guide.
I bet you that's what it was.
So they didn't know what it was at that point.
Like, I don't even know if the book even mentioned like the Excalibur 2 in that. That was the one where I was saying like you have to beat it in under, like get to it in under 12 hours.
Right.
Like basically beating the game in that short period of time.
It's funny you said that 8 was your favorite Final Fantasy.
No, don't. 8 is my least favorite. I liked 8 the least. I hated 8.
Why did you ask about 8 when I bought 9?
What did I say?
It's like, oh, you didn't get 8?
Oh, I thought I asked it because I saw that you had 7 and that you had 9, so it seemed weird to me that you would skip it. And I'm surprised that you find 7 and 9 in a Goodwill, but not 8. I don't know. There's some people out there who are really big 8 fans, but I don't understand it. It was counter to everything that I liked about Final Fantasies, and it came after this one, which was.
That's what a lot of people say. They don't like 8 that much.
They did this weird thing where like you don't get money from fights, you get money from basically like what your level is in like the school system that's there. So like yeah, exactly. Like they make you do like a test. Like it's like a fight. Like it's kind of like this where I go and I fight like a monster, and like how well I fight gets like a grade, and then based upon my grade, when you get to certain points in the story, you get money from that. And magic doesn't come from like an equipment or materia. You have to either find it out in the world or steal it from enemies that you fight.
Nothing ventured, nothing gained, I guess.
Right.
At least they're trying to mix it up, but I guess
It's true. There were a lot of things about it that was very unique, but I think it was kind of like what you talked about, where they tried to do it too much, like all in one game.
Yeah.
And so it kind of
just fell flat on its face.
Right, spooked away all the people who were used to like the way the magic system in this works, and I can't fiddle with it yet. There's a tutorial for it later. Is that you have 2 equipment slots. You have a weapon and like an armor piece, usually for the arm, and it has slots, and you can put the materia into the slots.
What the fuck just happened?
Is
that an elevator?
Yeah, it's an elevator.
I thought like this screen just fucked up and it just scrolled.
No. Oh yeah, I skipped. I forgot to mention. Like I rescued someone whose foot was stuck, so I'm sure there was tons of people who couldn't get past these 2 doors because that girl right there who's running away, she got stuck. And people just run right past her and don't rescue her, and then they're like standing there for like 6 minutes trying to figure out what the fuck's going on.
Oh, that sucks.
Just because you have to go back and talk to her for a second.
Yeah, see, like I can't make fun of this game that much because I don't really know what's going on.
Sorry.
Yeah, you're running through this so quickly. It's just all I've deciphered so far is that you've done something to this facility that. Like, you're gonna blow it up or some shit, and you need to get out in 10 minutes.
Yep.
But that's all I know.
Well, when I asked about the story, it talked about the thing that was kind of pertinent, is that there's this world, like there's a huge corporation on this planet called Shinra, and that their major source of their monetary income is by building these huge power plants that are basically using nuclear energy, but the nuclear energy is draining the life of the planet. And she fell again, so there I'm helping her up one more time. Is draining the life of the planet. And there's this group who's a terrorist organization called Avalanche, who says fuck all that, and now they're blowing up the power plants. And now we're running away because now we have to sneak out. And the main character, Omniphalus, or Omniphalus.
Omniphalus, the Magnificent.
He used to work to the military organization branch of Shinra, which is called Soldier. All caps.
So I'm guessing that's an acronym?
It might be, but if it is, I don't know what it is. I don't think so. I think it's just Soldier. And
well,
like
that's uninventive.
Right. There's a lot of things in here that are like all uppercase, like Mako energy or Mako energy, whichever way you pronounce it. Like Mako energy is like the nuclear energy in this game. Yes, syphilis. You've been blessed with the power of syphilis.
I don't know. Every time something is in all caps, I just have the tendency to just yell it out.
Syphilis! Oh.
Or soldier!
Well, you'll see it. It'll pop up again.
H-A?
Hey is what it's meant to be.
But it's a comma after.
Yeah. There's
it's basically H. Hey.
Hey. Yeah, there's a few.
What the fuck this guy say?
Yeah,
why is he spitting out letters?
There's a few of those. There's like 2 characters that swear a lot. Fingerbang is one of them, and Sid is the other. He's a sailor, so it makes sense.
Oh, I know.
Right. He's not. He's thumbing his nose at me for those who can't see him, which should be everyone.
The only reason why I know Sid is from Kingdom Hearts 1, and like every single time you talk to him, it's the first animation he does.
I knew where it was from.
Takes his hand, places his thumb on one of his nostrils, and then just like slides it off.
Right.
So, yeah, I don't like how she's like all compartmentalized.
She looks like the Michelin Man.
I was gonna say a caterpillar, but that works too.
I guess Caterpillar's a bit prettier, especially considering who she is. But yeah,
caterpillars are pretty. I would rather fuck the Michelin Man
than a caterpillar.
Than a caterpillar.
Well, at least the Michelin Man's anthropomorphic. You're not just fucking an insect.
Yeah, you're also fucking like a group of tires stitched together.
Is that what he is? Like, why is he white?
White walls?
White. Fair enough. White walls.
No, I mean white walls are only white on the insides. The radials, they're not white all the way around.
So he's
I think everyone drove with white tires in the 30s.
Sure, why not?
All the poor people trying to imitate the rich people would just get whitewashed. Paint their tires white.
Yeah. Oh yeah. See, like the organization we're with is Avalanche. Yeah. See.
Avalanche.
So it's in all caps. think if that was your saying for your organization, you'd get caught pretty soon. There's no clandestine whispering. It's just, we're part of Avalanche.
We gotta be really quiet here, members of Avalanche.
Where do you think the terrorist organization is? I don't know. Maybe they're in that building where someone keeps yelling Avalanche every 3 seconds.
Well, I mean, inversely, it could be the soldier thing, too. Soldiers sneaking up on the terrorists.
Right.
All right, soldiers!
This is one of the things I never understood, that a sword beat a machine gun. And this guy has a machine gun, but instead opts to swing at me instead.
Yeah, right.
I'm about to get my limit break again. That's weird. And, like, one of the shots missed, and he only hit me. He didn't hit me for much. I forgot.
Wait, all the gold is called Gil?
Yeah. That's how it is in all the Final Fantasies.
Really?
Yeah.
Like I said before, I
have
not played a single one.
I was playing 9 before this.
Yeah.
I think it's funny that you have them just for your collection.
No, I'm going to play them.
Oh, okay.
I
It's like Chrono Trigger.
What?
It's like Chrono Trigger.
Yeah.
We'll
I don't know.
eventually.
I've never been the only time I've really like gotten into turn-based RPGs was Pokemon, honestly.
Fair enough.
And that wasn't even really for the combat. That was just because, Pokemon!
Gotta catch them all.
Yeah.
Have to fill that empty hole in your heart.
Unlike Spurgle, I don't think they're an outdated concept. They're just I don't know, something that I'm not a huge fan of. Just like I don't really like RTSs, but I can see why other people could like it.
I'm very partial with the RTSs that I do like. There's only been like 2 over the years. One of them is just because the main unit are giant combat robots, which is just cool as shit. And that's Metal Fatigue by Psygnosis. And the other one was I have it on my Steam library. I can't remember what it's called now. So that's no bueno, is it? If I don't even remember what it's fucking called. Planetary Annihilation. Can't remember by what studio, but it's Planetary Annihilation. Or is it Annihilation? Annihilation. Yeah, like just because I like the scale, and once again, you can run around and fight big monstrous robots.
Right.
There might be a clue there. I like mecha.
I have Armored Core for the PlayStation 1 as well.
Never played that. Is it any good?
It's supposed to be giant mecha.
Oh, well, we'll have to, and I think it's more than one player too, isn't it?
No.
Oh, I think it is.
I
think
that's again like there was just one weeb, I guess, that just that submitted a bunch of games to Goodwill, and I was there that day, and so I got Shadow of the Colossus, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, Final Fantasy 7, Brave Fencer Musashi.
Holy shit! All in one go.
And Armored Core all in one go.
Holy fuck! And all the CDs were still there.
Yeah, everything was in perfect condition.
You must have got it like right as they dropped off, and you're right. Like some poor weeaboos, like parents were like finally like, we're tired of your shit. You're selling this off and getting a job.
Yep.
No.
Marvel vs. Capcom 2. No.
That's a hell of a nerd
You're
voice.
collectible. To me, I think of him like the Hunchback of Notre Dame or something.
And a Muppet, apparently, with that voice. Jesus.
He's just, completely deformed, which is why he won't go outside, and he just plays his weeaboo games all day long. Marvel vs. Capcom shows over $50. Yeah! melting over the world.
And they didn't even sell it. We just gave it away.
I know. And so I cleaned house that day.
I'm sure you did. God,
I was so happy.
I'm jealous as shit now that I know that.
Yeah. Everything. Oh yeah. By the way, the prices weren't like $5 each even.
Oh, I'm sure they were $1.
They were $1 to $2 each.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Man.
So we're playing a $2 game right now.
You hear that, folks? In case. The only thing it's missing is its book, and the CDs are nice. Like they don't have any fucking scratches on them either. For $2.
Yep.
Read them and weep, you faggots.
Feel free to firebomb my house.
I'll show you to get a classic for $2. No, they'll do that when you go there and find like Earthbound or something, and it's like you get it for $1.
No, that I don't think we'll ever. I heard a story where a guy found a brand new sealed copy of Conker's Bad Fur Day at a Salvation Army. Bought it for $1. You know, a used copy I think nowadays is over $80.
For Conker's Bad Fur Day?
Yeah, it's a rare one.
Really?
And let me look that up right now.
Did people
actually.
like burn it or something, or was the outrage
it
against
just
it
never
just so high?
Yeah, I think it just didn't sell that well. 'Cause
Oh, I see.
Nintendo Blue Balls and pulled out like at the last moment before
Gotcha.
publishing it because they didn't want to endorse it being
a giant
that raunchy. Yeah.
right, fighting a giant pile of turds.
So like they didn't have the advertising dollars of Nintendo backing them.
Oh, I see.
I think that's sort of the one that was the game that sort of sunk Rareware.
Oh yeah.
I mean, can you think of like another Rare game afterwards that came out? That was 2000, 2001, I think.
When did the Donkey Kong thing come out?
I think that was 1999.
Oh, then that might have been the case.
Yeah, I think that's the. I could be wrong about this, but I think that's sort of the game that.
Prove us wrong, Internet.
Yeah, prove us wrong. that sunk Rareware.
That makes me sad now.
Yeah, and then after that, Nintendo just sold the rights to
And
them
I played
Microsoft.
Yeah, I played the re-release on the Xbox. It's a great game. It's fucking hard as hell at times, but it's fun.
Oh god, the section that I hated most was the escaping them, the Private Ryan section.
Oh yeah.
That was just like not the controls were just not that good for shooters.
Right. Oh, it made it a lot easier on the Xbox because I think it handled more like an FPS, which is what it was supposed to.
I played it on an N64 emulator.
Oh god,
so,
I can't imagine.
Yeah.
It's like going back and trying to play GoldenEye now. Click clackety clickety click. What's it rated? Is it like a 9?
God, it's $91 used.
Jesus.
And that's on Amazon.
Right? Yeah,
$230 new. So that guy got a $230 game for $1 fucking dollar.
Nice.
Not nice.
It's like
that man needs to be poached.
firebomb his house.
Yes. I don't know who he is or where he is or if what I'm hearing is even correct, but find this man.
If it is true, and it probably isn't, kill that man.
And make sure he doesn't live another day.
Kill his family. Murder his children.
And then
rape his cat.
Give me the Conker's Bad Fur Day, since I orchestrated this whole event. It's only right.
It's only right. It's the only right thing to do. Because I'm trying to walk into there.
I'm gonna go urinate for a second.
Sure.
Or maybe more than 1 second. I don't know yet.
More than a second. You're just gonna disappear.
Yeah, we'll find out.
Or will we? On top of Old Smoky, all covered in cheese, I found my poor meatball, covered in disease. I don't remember. You guys remember shit like that when you were kids? There was like one time when I was young, I had like a very clear, perfect moment where I remembered like one of the songs I used to sing while skipping rope, and then it just cleared my head immediately. Choo choo!
Talk to the audience without me again, Fergal.
I'm not telling them about how you won't let me escape.
He's changed to. Sorry, brain damage. He's chained to my bed right now.
Changed to my bed.
Changed to my bed.
God, he walks weird. Look at that guy's walk animation. The green guy.
I can see why they like sort of thought it would be a good fit to fix Kingdom Hearts or Final Fantasy and Disney together. Because look at the size of those fucking feet.
Oh yeah, you're right. Does Disney often do big feet? I mean, I remember Sora.
Goofy.
Oh
has
yeah,
humongous feet. So does Mickey Mouse. I mean, like, look
yeah, you're right.
Look at the size of his feet compared to the rest of
his
body.
Well, they also have like noodle appendages.
Noodle.
Did I say neuter?
Neuter.
I meant to say noodle appendages.
No, you said noodle.
Oh, okay.
I said neuter.
They had neutered appendages. Take the penis off that arm.
Fix it to his penis? Well, I'm not really following. Take the penis off that arm?
Yeah.
Oh.
Neutered appendages. There you go. Yeah.
I thought you meant like they just cut off the appendages.
No.
That would be crazy.
That's crazy talk. I don't know why I think neutering is removing of the penis.
I don't know. Isn't it just to take away from or take power away from?
Well, I mean, when you do it to animals, it's
in
to
that
modify
context.
behavior. I don't know when it's for a person. I suppose like it's so they sing better. Oh right, I'm not supposed to be farming. Constant vigilance.
Yeah, that's well, you can use it in the definition I was thinking of is the second definition, which is render ineffective, deprive of vigor or force.
Aw. Oh yeah, like to use it that way, like they
Yeah.
neutered him of his power.
Exactly.
Yeah, you can use it that way. They neutered him of his arm. I'll be good. I think there's an item drop I wanted to get over here. There's lots of different like stupid strategies to get certain things. Like I think you can get something called like a ghost hand, which sells for a shitload of money. And so like there's like some guides out there that it's like, oh, come and kill these ghosts and farm them forever until you get to
You
like,
said goats.
yes, come kill these goats. They drop ghost hands. Ghost peckers from the tragic people who used to rape goats in this section. No, I was just trying
Lost to another dimension.
I just wanted to level up and see if I can find a ghost. Okay, no, they must not show up in this spot. Robots. I promise I'm not really farming. I just wanted to get that one. level.
Yeah. You haven't been for most of this time.
Right. I could at any moment.
I don't know, I'm trying to think of. It's just sort of interesting to me that like you played this type of game so much as a kid, and like
I actually maxed out the clock on this, so
yeah. So I mean,
there's that.
and then just to completely turn away from that genre, it's just interesting.
Well, I mean,
I'm just trying to think if there's any instances of me doing such a thing, you know.
oh, I didn't really turn away from the genre. Like I kept like I didn't care for 8, but I loved 9, so I played. I don't think I ever technically beat 9 because at that point I don't think I owned it. My brother owned it. Well, he wasn't my brother at the time. My friend who became my brother, he owned it, and so I watched him play it a bunch. And then my uncle owned it, so I played it through there. So I played it a lot. I don't think I technically beat 9. And then I was interested in 10, but I didn't get like a PlayStation 2 until like well after the fact that 10 came out. And like once again, like watched somebody else play it a lot, but I never beat it.
Yeah, but what I'm getting at is that you no longer play turn-based games. You know, you were just denouncing them a little while ago.
It's not that I denounce them. It's that I think that they're past their time. Like there's no reason.
Sort of sounds like you're denouncing them.
I mean, to me, it's an outdated game style. Is kind of what I'm driving at. Like you can do something else, which is why I'm fine with them doing the remake of this and like updating how they do the combat.
Well, that's why I'm trying to like. I really need to start curtailing me saying like. God, so California.
Yeah, we're Californian.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm just trying to think of anything that I've played as a kid that just seems dated, you know.
Well, that's definitely one of them. You got to remember, I also grew up. Like the first system I had was the NES, and played that. So like my earliest gaming experiences are, Super Mario Brothers.
Right.
And Duck Hunt. And cheating. I totally cheated at Duck Hunt where I just like have the controller pressed up against the screen. Like, oh, I'm shooting them ducks all right. It gets hard at those later levels. Stupid ducks.
I don't know, maybe it's just not coming to mind right now, but I just can't think of anything where...
The platformer?
I still love platformers.
Even in the 3D setting?
I was just talking about how much I love Crash Bandicoot. Like I just played Crash Bandicoot like a few months ago, and
fair enough.
And 100%ed it.
So
like
still done.
I played Spyro the Dragon about half a year ago and loved that. I actually I never played Spyro the Dragon 1 all the way through when I finally beat it for the first time like half a year ago. I liked it. So no, I don't. Maybe it's biased, but I don't think the 3D platformer is as dead as everyone says it is. I wish they would make more.
I don't think the FPS is dead, but I kind of wish it would.
I wish it would.
I don't know if I wish it would die, but I wish there'd be like
a lot less of them.
Yeah.
I just think there
there doesn't need to be as many as there are. Oh, I definitely agree with you there. Can I still not? Oh yeah, I still can't open this up yet. One of the things I thought was interesting about this, and even though you're not going to see it, is that there's backstory for not even like tertiary characters. Like the person who lives here, his name's Johnny, and he leaves home around the same time that you leave, and you can see him as he goes from different towns and like how his life plays out, like over the course of the story.
Johnny.
Which you don't really see. I mean, that was one of the things, like, in the earlier, like, the other Final Fantasies, ones before this, NPCs just, you know, they move around like this guy, and they just say the same thing. So it's, every NPC is like this guy.
Right.
Just walks back and forth, says things to you.
That's how most NPCs in most games are.
Right. So it was amazing to see a character who would actually get fleshed out. Who's not even like a main character, just a background guy.
Interessante.
Right. 2 of those. I don't need the grenade. Actually, what can I sell? Probably sell some potions. Because there's gonna be a thing for materia later, and I'm definitely gonna want to buy materia.
The black man in your party really influencing you, huh?
He does, yeah. How much is that worth? Yeah, that's getting sold.
Don't need ethers?
I do, but I can get more ethers later, and I almost never use ethers.
I find it so strange that they name their mana potions after like a Civil War era medicine, you know?
Right? Yeah, you would never consider giving somebody ether nowadays.
Exactly.
Take your ether and go to bed, kids.
Yeah, it's basically just
Well, the kids are brain damaged for some reason.
Yeah. Isn't it basically like used to just like, I don't know, like rubbing out, like sniffing rubbing alcohol?
Yep. It's just to get high off of and pass out.
Yeah.
If you talk to anybody about ether,
anesthetic, right?
You talk to anybody about ether, it's never about it's curative effects.
Yeah.
Charge me 10 gil to stay here. That's what I'm saying. You can farm in this area because you just go over and fight over there, then come here and stay for like 10 gil, and just back and forth. And you every fight you earn more than 10.
Right.
So if you so wanted to, you could farm like crazy just in this first area.
That sounds boring.
It is. Don't get me wrong. It is. But
I don't know how you could stomach that shit.
I don't know.
It's just so boring.
My brain goes elsewhere, or I'd be like, this is one of the reasons why my friend David and I got along so well. He would be doing something like farming, and we would just hang out and talk, kind of like what we're doing now. Come up with stuff, shoot the shit. And this is like a decade away from me. It was a long time ago. I think that was middle school and high school. It was definitely middle school.
I don't know. It's
more middle school than anything.
I've never been able to farm in games. Like my one of my friends said how he would get a Charizard, or not a Charizard, but you know, a Charmander.
Yeah. Up to Charizard before the first gym.
Yeah, he would farm so fucking much that he would be able to take down Brock as Charmander / Charmeleon. You know, like, that just doesn't sound fun at all.
What do you want Tiva to be called?
Funbags.
That was nice and easy. I was gonna say, are you gonna go highbrow with it, or like that?
Yes. I don't know, how highbrow can you get with a chick who's known primarily for her tits?
Nah, she's known for her personality and her fighting spirit.
Well, I mean, a lot of people have sort of idealized her from what I've read in forums. Give it to Funbags. No big. Omniphilis gave it to Funbags.
And it smelled wonderful. Oh, that one hurt my nose.
Looks like they're just drinking Mountain Dew on that table. Mountain Dew, Code Red, and Mountain Dew.
Just Mountain Dew. You're right, it does.
We do the do around here, goddammit.
Yeah, sure, why not?
I'm more likely to go to Kentucky Soldier.
See what I mean? It's all capitalized. Damn it, I'm gonna laugh every time they say her name now.
Too bad it's not action-based real time.
Oh, yeah.
That way you could actually slip up. It just says Funbags like every single time she talks. She's like, Funbags, be careful! Is that a pinball machine?
Yes.
In this day and age?
Well, it's a secret entrance, but yes. Oh, right, I'm supposed to do this. There we go.
Whoa.
I mean, it's triggering, what's that thing? Scripts. There you go.
So, they related?
No. Well, I mean, the little girl's his daughter, but he and Tifa...
That's what I'm saying. I don't...
Wait.
I don't think Tifa and Fingerbang are related, no.
No, they just work together.
No, but yeah, that chicken...
Marlene, his daughter?
How is that his...
The little girl who's perched on his shoulder?
Yes.
Yeah, that's his daughter.
Is it now?
Yes, it's his daughter.
I can see the resemblance. Not.
I think he has a white wife.
He got cucked.
It's like the weird reverse.
It's the reverse.
His baby's white.
The white. Got a white man like knocked up his white wife. That would have been a funny one.
Jesus Christ. No, I think his I don't know if you ever see his wife, but I think his wife is white.
I would hope so. That baby wouldn't make sense otherwise.
It's got vitiligo.
Well, maybe he was white at one point.
Yeah,
he has
yeah,
like
there
the
you
Uncle Ruckus syndrome. I got reverse vitiligo. The opposite of what Michael Jackson got.
He just says that. He's yeah. I think it's funny that you buy a flower from one love interest and then you can give it to the other one.
Yeah, you can hear me laughing right now.
Not like funny as in haha funny, as in like, that's interesting funny. Like old school comedy, not new school comedy of people farting and wearing fat suits.
It's a world I don't want to live in. Oh God, what's wrong with that guy's eyes?
I think he's wearing glasses. I hope he's wearing glasses.
I hope so too, because he ain't got no pupils. Avalanche! Avalanche! Midgar. Soldier!
Well, I do have pupils, but it's hard to see from this camera.
No,
angle.
not the
No, I know. I was trying to think like, do other characters have pupils? And yeah, they
of
do.
course they do.
She's kind. Yeah. Well, it's kind of hard to tell what color skin
Uncanny
she
resemblance.
is. Right. Or maybe I never picked up on that. Maybe it's an adopted daughter.
Maybe.
I never questioned it growing up. Where I'm like,
I like how you know more of the story arc of the guy living in a locked house than you do of one of your party members.
Right. Well, I
shows what you really pay attention to.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I don't think they really touch upon Barrett's wife. You deal with one of his, like a partner that he had, but I don't think it means like, partner. And
Me.
And I think it's his name, Dyne. I think that's the guy's name, Dyne. Oh, and he kind of comes off as that he's Omniphalus isn't really here for like the movement or the meaning behind it. He just wants paid.
Oh, to have the money.
Right?
He
Funbags.
He's trying to get by with all them gills. What's the logic behind calling it Gil?
I don't know.
Or is it pronounced Jill?
No, it's Gil. I think it's just it's an old
like
convention.
GIF.
Right.
Damn!
I think it's
sorry.
just...
We've had this argument a couple of times. And
Everybody has.
I don't understand why he calls it GIF.
Why I call it GIF? I didn't used to until I found out that the guy who created it prefers, like, he named it GIF, so I pronounce it as he.
You should read the essay called "The Death of the Author." It's about how the author has absolutely no say.
Yeah, I've heard of that. I disagree, because then that means that the only meaning that can be derived from it is from what other people put, and that
the only meaning that should be derived from it is what you derive from the work itself.
Oh, well, then I'm fine with it being.
Let
GIF.
the work speak for itself.
Well, it's a giraffic interchange format, so That's the neat thing about the G in the English language. It can be either G or J, and so...
I know, but you said giraffic?
Yes, giraffic interchangeable.
Well, I mean, by that logic, I mean, shouldn't it be scubba?
Scubba?
Because, you know,
Yeah.
underground.
Underground?
Or underwater, sorry.
Self-contained
Brain-
underground
yeah,
breathing apparatus.
Brain fart. No, I mean, you pronounce it phonetically for acronyms, usually.
Usually.
Mostly. I can't think of any instances where it actually derives its pronunciation from what it's acronymizing.
but G is one of the it's one of the few letters which has those different sounds, and both of them are valid. Because you have words like giraffe that are spelled with a G, because English is weird.
I know, but it's like everyone I know that has like heard the format before, but hasn't heard of the pronunciation GIF.
Yeah.
Almost unanimously call it GIF.
No, I was the same way. I used to call it GIF until.
That's because
like
it's the logical way to pronounce it.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Which is why it should be pronounced that way. Like, language is a social construct. Its sole purpose is to convey information.
Yeah.
And so, you know, if it conveys the information appropriately and it's socially accepted among a bunch of people that this is a pronunciation, then fuck the person who made the word. They can go to hell.
To me, they're the ones who have the authority, and
no, people have the authority. The people that, you know, use the language.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's like...
But he invented it.
Yeah, I know, but what about the people that came up with the constructs of the English language? I mean, for all we know, like...
Well...
for example, like the Brits, they pronounce a bunch of things differently, like aluminium versus aluminum.
They actually changed that after the American Revolution. If you went back to, like, I don't know, say 1700 England, a lot of people there spoke the same way that we did. I mean, you know, except for modern day slang and everything. But the way that they spoke, the accent was
not the accent.
American
I'm saying strictly just.
Oh, I see.
You know, pronunciations or
color with a U.
Color with a U.
Theatra.
Yeah,
that kind of thing. Theatre.
But I mean, yeah, that means that we should all adhere to British sayings because, you know, they're I don't know if they're the progenitors of the English language, but
they're one of the people who speak it.
Yeah. I don't know. That's just the way I look at the whole argument.
Right. And I can agree with all that. It's just, to me, now that I know that to him it's meant to be GIF, GIF makes sense to me. So the guy who made it is GIF. And so I will bow to his wisdom. If the guy who invented the helicopter and insisted it be called the helicoptator, I would call it the helicoptator.
Yes, but that's different.
The autogyro.
That's different because that's just changing the spelling entirely. That's not changing the pronunciation.
No, I agree.
It's like saying the creator of the helicopter decided to call it the helicopter.
The helicopter?
Even though there's only one E, you know?
Right?
Like, you'd be like, you're fundamentally wrong, you dingus. I'm sorry, but it's helicopter. You can call whatever the fuck you want. It's sort of the idea of, like, an artist paints a guitar and says it's a goat. Like, I'm sorry, you're fucking wrong. Yeah, the artist has, you know, some authority of how the work is interpreted, but, you know, sometimes they're just fundamentally wrong.
Fair enough. She's happy that I'm willing to work for less.
Right.
I charge a steep price. Even
I thought they were just quoting years.
Right.
2000.
What I think is funny is that it seems like 3,000 is a lot of gil. You get money. You get so much money by the end of the first disc that the game can stop properly rendering it.
God.
Because one of the things that you get from the beginning is a materia called All, and you want to have All equipped because it enables you to cast magic on multiple targets. And when it levels up, when materia levels up to its max level, it makes another materia of like the same type. and then you like
Gave birth to materia babies.
pretty much, and then it maxes out, and then you can sell that maxed out materia for a significant amount of money, and all can sell for I think 1.4 million.
Damn.
So normally by the time you leave the first disc, you're like a multi-millionaire. Right. I'm gonna skip the materia system because I know how it works. Because he just gave it to me. Oh, okay.
Putting a little girl in charge of a bar.
Right? You know what you're doing, kid.
You know how to mix gin, right?
Mixed gin. Lime and soda.
That's my girl.
Hey, kid, give me a whiskey sour.
Just put sour balls in some whiskey.
Alright, let's see here. Go and get that materia here. Fancy materia. That's like one of the major ways to make money in this game is you buy a materia, then level it up and sell it.
How do you level up materia?
I'll show it to you when I get into another fight. So I don't own fire, so I'll get one of those. Nice. Let's get another restore. Another fire.
Is materia magic? I thought it was...
Yeah, it is.
Uh,
So 2 fire should be
am
fine.
I like misinterpreting it? But I thought in Kingdom Hearts it was used for crafting.
It might be. I can't remember.
Huh. I'm looking that up now.
Ice. Another 200.
No, never mind. I guess it doesn't incorporate materia at all.
Oh, doesn't it? I thought there was one of the different. I thought it was like one of the things you could pick up and have them make at the synthesis shop.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. I guess not.
No, not at all.
I looked up materia Kingdom Hearts and it just keeps giving me synthesis materials.
Well, then maybe it is one.
Well, I mean, it doesn't show it at all on the page.
No, materia in here is how you use magic. Oh, so yeah, so you buy the materia like I did, and then you just level it up. And when you get into fights, you get experience and AP, which is like ability points, and that levels up materia.
But why would you sell something that you leveled up?
Just because, like, okay, so when all levels up, it means that you can use it more than like it's. I'll show you here in a moment.
Yeah, you said it duplicates it or something. Right?
Yeah.
Why would it duplicate it?
When it levels up, it kind of like poops out another little one. Bronze mangle.
Is it like a worse version or something?
Well, here, give me just a moment. I'll show you what I mean. Okay. All right. With bronze mangle, iron mangle, and then give you lightning. Perfect. Okay. Let me switch over to this one here. So I think. Okay, so you see how there's the star up at the top. So there's 1 out of 4 stars. So this is level 1 lightning. Is there a way that I can look at it? I can't remember the. Oh, that changes that. Sorry, there's a way that you can look at the. Oops. I swear there's a way that you could. I thought there's a way you could actually like scroll down and look at it. Okay, so you see, lightning is 1 out of 4 stars. There's the AP, which is 92. So I've gained 92 AP while this materia has been equipped. And it takes, obviously, 2,000 for it to level up to the lightning, to the second one. When it goes up to 2 stars, I'll then unlock Bolt 2. And I think once it's up to 3 stars, it'll go Bolt 3. When it goes up to level 4, I'll have maxed out like lightning. So anybody who I equip it to can do, Bolt 1, Bolt 2, and Bolt 3. It'll also then create another lightning materia at base level. So I don't have to go and buy another lightning. It just makes another one. So what you can do,
you have to level it up again.
Right, it's true. So that's why I'm saying it's a process to actually like make money. so that way you just, your character might be powerful enough that you don't need the different bolts. You equip it, you level it up, and then you sell it. And that's like, it's a sacrifice when you sell that all, but you get another all for doing it, so it's worth it in the long run. And it makes it so that I think every materia except for one can do that. The only one that can't is one called like enemy skill, which when enemies cast magic on you, as long as you have that materia equipped, you learn it, and then you can cast it back. But there's not an all materia that I can get yet. I think I have to find the first one. So there you go. No thanks, kid. Oops. Oh, never mind. And then this little section up here is where the tutorial is. Tutorial. I'm just here to grab whatever is. I think there's a chest.
What the fuck is the save point doing?
Oh, there's the all. Okay.
Oof.
Well, that's
My toes.
Well, that's more chest-like. Another ether. Who can I give the dish? No, I can't give it to her yet. I'll give it to him then. So, one of the other things that they do is you notice how these two things are conjoined, whereas this one's just by itself. By connecting all to the restore materia, I can basically cast cure to everyone in the party.
Okay, that's cool.
Right. So, like, if I go to do that, like that,
Okay.
and cast it to everybody, which I normally couldn't do. And then when I'm in combat, I can use all based upon like all the enemies. If I were to attach it to a physical or like a fire, an offensive one. That's what I think of. I could use it once per fight because it's only level 1. But as you can see, like this one can go up to level 5. And,
Right.
And all materia, I think, is like the most expensive materia. I think there might be other ones, but yeah. It's like it has like the highest payoff for like the lower end of work compared to like a summon materia, that kind of thing. And if you notice, all the materia has negative effects to it. So by equipping materia, I'm making myself physically weaker but more magically stronger. So I'm getting like more materia, and I think all doesn't have any. Yeah, it has no negative effects. So it's nicer.
Whew. That was an earful.
Right? Oh, that was just hopping around because I'm supposed to chase it. Let me save it. Well, I've done an hour of this. Did you want me to keep going? Or do you want to?
Whatever you think.
I think we can call it there for now.
All right.
Thanks everybody for watching like the intro to this, and this would be one that we could do like all the time. I love this series.
Yeah, it's gonna be a long one.
60 episodes. Thanks for watching, folks.
Bye bye.